if Henry went Man U, do you know what we would have seen?
Yeah, we would have seen murder. I'll be honest, you lot, Man United would have had cup stage. They don't even deserve.
And that's not to take away from what Rooney done. I'm sure we still would have won things.
Man United would have won the Scudetto if they had Henry blood.
Welcome to Extra Filthy. I'm always clean though, man. Listen, we're going to have another episode right now of Prove Me Wrong. That's PMW. Last week we had Adam McCullough. I didn't agree with nothing he said, but I imagine it's going to be a similar situation for me this week, as I'm basically saying the best Premier League player of all time for myself, and I would like you to prove me wrong. I believe it happens to be the boy they called Wayne Rooney. And my argument for this is that he stepped on the scene at 16 years old. He buried David Seaman, one of my favourite keepers of all time, and then went on to have a successful career, moving from Everton to play in a very difficult Manchester United side under Sir Alex Ferguson, and he excelled. He won Premier Leagues, integral player in these teams as well. Even when Cristiano Ronaldo left, he still went on and done a 30-goal season where people didn't think he was a natural goal scorer. Wayne Rooney being an all-round footballer and a goal scorer, to me, is quite rare. So for me, Wayne Rooney, for the longevity, how long he done it for, how much he won in the game, how integral he was, the greatest Premier League player of all time, prove me wrong.
No.
Yeah, no, not for me. His highest Ballon d'Or ranking's like 5th. So I'll go for a man that finished 2nd. Yeah. So you don't have to win the Ballon d'Or. You got to be at least in the top 3 to be the best ever Prem player for me. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
If the Prem has Wayne Rooney as his best ever player, it says a lot about the Prem, man.
I just think Thierry Henry, he played while Rooney was playing. Fair enough, he was quite older than him, but
Much older.
He didn't land at 16. He landed in the beginning of his prime. For me, he left at the end of his prime, innit? He played his best football in an Arsenal shirt. That 30-goal season, man, had all comps. My man's got that in the league alone. Stupid assist numbers with it. And I think for me, in my childhood, that's the first Prem player I saw get to be the best player in the world at a given time. You understand? Rooney was definitely up there, but I think Henry was another level, innit? You could compare him to the Dinos, to the Zidanes, Eto'os, whoever was running the show there.
He's in the L.
He could be on the same pitch as them and he'd look levels for them. And Rooney, all round for English things.
Robustness.
Yeah, it's the English stuff.
For English things. But I don't, not to take away.
Just English things?
2 20-goal seasons.
I think the extra stuff that people love him for is English things.
Yeah.
I think
versatility.
not to take away from his footballing, but they didn't. Spain don't love their players because a man could fill in at right back and get on the end of his cross they said, you see, when he played where he played, no one ain't taking that shirt. Whoever he's against is cooked. You get me?
But I think the same thing about Wayne Rooney. I remember watching him in his first international tournament at 18. Absolutely taking the mick out of France by himself. And he was 18 years old, first tournament. You're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo winks at him. He almost tried to kill him. So I just think, and also Rooney's impact, he's a player that he wasn't selfish. Like Henry, but he wasn't selfish to the point where he would drop back in the middle. Henry used to go wide and he's still part of the attacking front 3. Wayne Rooney's dropping back in a midfield position where he's not going to score, but you're talking about he's also a part of some of the great assists ever of all time. The ball over to Van Persie, I think it was against Everton or Aston Villa, buries it bottom corner. Also, Wayne Rooney's at least scored in a final. Henry has never scored in a final and he's had multiple opportunities.
But ain't this about the Prem?
01-02 to 05-06, that Henry there, love, man. That's one of the most uncontrollable attacking players. He just gave everyone a hard time. All that, he's not scoring in the final. He's running past 6 man though. You understand? So it's it's crazy. 30 plus goals, all comps, 5 seasons in a row.
No, I'm not taking away from what Henry done.
He got 20 assists as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
20
in one of
20
them.
goals and 20 assists in the Prem, I'm sure.
I just think Wayne Rooney having all them seasons in the Prem and having only 2 20-plus season goals for an attacking player is kind of poor. Yeah, it's kind of poor.
But then I think
in the best of all time convo, it's not poor. Getting 20 goals, what Henry done ain't normal. That's a phenomenon thing. So man getting 20 here, 20 there at 18. That's still a top baller.
Anytime he was Man United's main number 9, they never won the Premier League. And they always went out and bought someone. So the year he scored all those goals, the next year they didn't win the league. So the next year they went and bought Van Persie. And then they pushed him back. Because
Wayne Rooney, because he actually offers more though. No, but he offers more. He offers more. He's the type of striker that he can score, but he offers more. So if you got someone that offers more, put things around him so he can accommodate. You're talking about Wayne Rooney survived in teams with Tevez, Berbatov, Van Persie, Cristiano Ronaldo. He wasn't pushed out wide then. He was in the middle, my guy. He was pushed out wide for one final game. I remember in the FA Cup final where they played Van Nistelrooy in the top, they played Rooney wide left, and they played Cristiano wide. 2005 FA Cup final where we got absolutely embarrassed by Manchester United, but they lost.
That's their better team when he was out wide, and then when it was
but that was one time around that time. It wasn't. No, they played two up top.
Was down the middle, no.
No, they played two up top, my guy.
If man break it down, creatively, I think Henry was better. When in front of goal, Henry was better. Henry was a lot more mobile.
Not at the start, though.
I don't want to.
Not at the start.
He wasn't more mobile than Rooney. No. Well, this guy was kicking it like.
Ignore Haider. He's not here.
Again, Rooney was fast. Like especially when he was young. He was very, very quick. But Rooney's body changed at a point. And that's when it became all about his football. And that's when man can say, okay, cool, this youth is clearly a great. He's packed on the pounds. Man still can't deal with him. With Henry, that didn't happen. This guy used to walk past, man.
So it's going to forward right now. Look at how many positions Wayne Rooney can play. I think that goes against him. Like what saying.
What team did he play for, though? What team did he play for?
2, innit?
He played for Manchester United, and I just think Alex Ferguson does that to players. Anderson went there as a left winger, ends up a centre midfielder.
Didn't happen to Van Nistelrooy. Didn't happen to CR7. Didn't happen to Van Persie. These guys stayed up there where they're meant to be.
Let's talk about the 3 names you mentioned. Van Persie was there for a season under Ferguson, so we'll never know. Who else was the next person you mentioned? Van Nistelrooy. He done something bad. He got kicked out within 3 years. We'll never know. But I'm talking about if you stayed for a long time, Ryan Giggs went from left wing to centre midfield. Dwight York went from up front to DM. These are facts.
He played DM.
He went DM at one point. Even at Blackburn, he was playing DM.
I see Rooney do DM.
But he's done that in the later stages of his career. We've had the luxury of watching Rooney since he was 16 years old. He started doing DM at like 29, 30. I get it. He's been kicking balls since 16.
And I agree. I just think that Rooney you're talking about, the Euros, that's the best Rooney that we've seen. I don't think there was no better than that.
Yeah, but he still managed to achieve and be an integral member of every single team afterwards. And think about it, he played his whole career, barring that time in America, in the Premier League. I would say Henry's the best foreign export to ever address the Premier League, but I wouldn't say the best player.
Let me ask you this. What position was Rooney? What are we saying he was? A striker?
Old school CF.
Yeah? Is he the best 9 in Prem history?
No.
But he's not a 9 though.
But my thing is,
if
you're not the best in your position,
but he's not a 9.
How can you be the best player?
He's not the best 10 either.
As much as I hear it, you could argue that Henry wasn't an out and out 9. But if you put him with the out and out 9s, he's better than all of them.
He's the best 9 in the league. Yep.
If you're putting him with inside left, anyway, he's better than all of them. Yeah, but with Rooney now, put him with 9s is but Henry,
Aguero,
Drogba. That's not to take away
nothing.
These are monsters, and it's like what Looney's saying, bro. When you're the jack of all trades in the way he was, it's gonna take away from your prime thing. 100%.
And I hear that, but we're talking about Premier League, innit? So I can say Henry's a better player than Rooney. But I can say Rooney made more contributions to the Premier League than Henry. And I can say when Henry first landed at Arsenal, his first season, I think he had scored maybe 3 goals up until January in the Premier League. 1 against Southampton away and I think 2 at Derby at home. So he wasn't even a prolific goal scorer then.
After January though?
Yeah, then he got on to get another 16. Another 17.
What? And bro, that 17.
Yeah, but then the next season, he was poor again.
But bro, no, he got 17 again.
That's what I'm saying to you, but you want
17,
progression.
That 17,
Progression,
That 17 is Rooney's 3rd best.
Third
tally.
Yeah.
That's his first 2 seasons. 17, then 20 plus 5 years in a row.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you buy Henry, when you buy Henry, you're saying that's our goal scorer. I don't think when you buy Rooney, you go, that's our goal scorer. You go, that's who's gonna score goals. That's who's gonna. No, but that's what I'm saying to you. I don't compare them for.
Better.
I'm not comparing them as goal scorers. You're right. Henry is a much more prolific goal scorer than Wayne Rooney. My argument is Wayne Rooney's made much more contributions to the Premier League in terms of even his performances in the Premier League and what he may have done in that Premier League season, winning the Champions League, winning the FA Cup. Henry had opportunities to do this within the Premier League and he didn't do it. He had to leave the Premier League to go and get certain achievements like a a Champions League. He didn't, and he had the opportunity to do it in the Premier League. He failed. Rooney didn't.
As much as I hear it, bro, if Henry went Man U, do you know what we would have seen?
Yeah, we would have seen murder. I'll be honest, you lot, Man United would have had cup stage, they don't even deserve.
And that's not to take away from what Rooney done. I'm sure we still would have won things.
Man United would have won the Scudetto if they had Henry.
We would have had to go get someone. Now listen, this is facts. Let me tell you this something for a fact. If we had Rooney instead of Henry, yeah, we would have done stuff, but we would have had to go get someone else that was closer to help him. We had Henry alone, broski. This guy went to a team full of. It's just a revolving door of just talent. This man, Berbatov,
Rooney, and he survived.
Yeah, but it's not.
Look how many Man United teams he survived.
But that's why his trophy cabinet's like that. Where Henry, sometimes he's running out the pitch. He's got a young Van Persie. He ain't got a complete Van Persie. Sometimes he was with a young Van Persie.
Get out of the mud, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I think in Wayne Rooney's
even though Kanu was quality. Quality, but
it's not like that.
Yeah,
but he was playing at 45.
He didn't have a Tevez. Yeah. He did, not even I argue a Tevez. Maybe you say a Pires and all them, man. It was up
Tevez
there.
quality.
But for me, Belski, he didn't have a CR7 ever. Like, no one could come to Arsenal and compromise my man's position. This is Mr. Arsenal, Mr. Premier League.
Every time Henry was the best player there, he was the best.
Guys landed at United and they overtook Rooney, bro.
Yeah.
They overtook Rooney. And
fair enough,
these were not normal guys.
Who overtook Rooney?
This is CR7. This is maybe a Berbatov when he's going mad on a one-off, a Tevez when he's going crazy. And it's crazy guys. But with Henry, it's like there weren't even guys in the world knocking him off.
Have you heard Wayne Rooney speak about his contributions to football? He says it. I just care about winning. I will step on the field and whatever the gaffer tells me to do in order to win, I'm willing to make that contribution. Now, I don't compare that to Cristiano Ronaldo because I believe that is a guy that is on a mission to be the greatest in the world, irrespective where he is. So you would give Ronaldo the license to go and play and score more goals because that's what he wants to do. Whereas you could say to Wayne, look, Wayne, I beg you just drop back a little piece. And I don't want to use that against him when talking about how much of a good player he is because that speaks to me. I reckon in 90 minutes, Wayne Rooney could not score, not make an assist, but still be man of the match.
I hear this though.
I think that's rare for most players that are playing attacking positions.
Have you heard how Henry speaks about football?
Go on.
He'll put up a clip of Gyökeres and say, why didn't he do this? He thinks the game is simple. He sees it as nothing.
He says, no way.
He doesn't even think he can do what he can do because he's him. He thinks it's because he's just broken down the game to that level.
Simple,
that you should just know that if you do this, this happens. And then there's not I don't want to rub out English players, but it's just that level of intelligence and just to have that with the pace.
Lippy, I'm telling you.
Rooney says the same thing though. He said he used to watch Everton and go, oh, these guys must be good. He stepped on the field with man like Duncan Ferguson and said, these lot are dead. But he said that these lot are rubbish at 15, 16. He was trying to chip Neville Southall as a ball boy when he was 12, 13. Yeah. And then what he said, these lot are rubbish. He then goes and plays first team football for Everton. He's banging in goals. Yeah. He then gets a move to Manchester United. This is all before the age of 20 years old, you know. He comes, he makes the move to Manchester United. I'm thinking to myself, brother, he is an integral part of Manchester United side. There's not one Man United fan that will say, and it's over 200 goals, no, for Manchester United.
Hold on. If man want to talk about the beginning of the story, yeah, Rooney didn't have a nemesis. See, Thierry, there was a young boy from France who even got to go Arsenal before him, bro. Yeah, who everybody said, this guy is the business. And Thierry had to wait. Monaco, Juventus, till he landed with the mini afro and the Lumos pendant. Mash up the league. Yeah, pressure landed after that. After that rocky late teen, early 20s period to land it. And again, it's not to take away, it's just to compare the beginning of their careers, innit? I just think Henry was part of that France generation where it was like, how do I get in? Rooney was like, he was part of
a Claire Fontaine with Trezeguet and Nelcart. That was not how did we get in. They were rating him, bro.
As
a left winger, as a disc. Rooney now was part of a revolving door of English talents
he was the main
we were betting on. Francis Jeffers, Dissu, Reta. So it's like, okay, we got one now. We've got one. A season and a half of good football, United, straight away, boom. obviously it wasn't a gamble. The youth hit the ground running. Madness, you understand? But 2-3 years in, you saw United still carried on bringing in
Players.
high level
They tried it
talent
with him.
to remain up there. With us now, you could argue that maybe we should have done that as well, and we might have won as much as the Uniteds and the Chelseas but Henry himself, regardless of what Arsenal was doing, he was the best player in the league by far and the world for most of it, bro.
So how about this then? I reckon a lot of players, especially some of the players we spoke about previously on our shows, when they spend a long time in the Premier League, something ruins them. Injuries, gal scandal. Fam, Rooney's had it all. He was having sex with grannies, smoking cigarettes, drunk all the time. This guy has done absolutely everything and it didn't affect his ability to turn up on a Saturday and do his job. And I just think, pardon?
Affected him now.
Affected him now, 100%.
60.
He looks mad old. But I think for Rooney's playing career, the one thing I say about Rooney is the level of discipline to say, I'm going to ignore everything that's happened off the field and just do my job. And that speaks to, I rate that. I think sometimes Henry, I remember when he got the handball against Ireland, you know what I'm saying? I saw it affect him. And even the other day, he jumped off Instagram because he was affected. Rooney's still there, paying for the derby play. I think Rooney, strong character. And I don't understand how you have such a strong character as a young man with no real history of playing at a top academy. He was at Everton. At least Henry's come from a top academy with top players. My man's at Everton, bro.
No, I hear it.
And then what? 16, 2 years later, you're playing in one of the biggest competitions in the world in the Euros and you're bodying, bro.
So do you think more professional players would say Rooney was a better player or Henry was a better player?
I think they'll say Henry was a better player. I agree. I just think Rooney had a better Premier League. Much better Premier League. Maybe he was there a little bit longer.
Maybe 300 more games. How many more goals?
Either way,
about 12, bruv. Yeah, 20 something. In hundreds
more
of games.
How many times was Rooney the best player in the league? Like PFA Player of the League and
Player of the Year?
Player of the
Ooh,
Year
I
and
don't
all that.
think so.
How many times was that?
Probably,
I don't
maybe
think
one.
I'm
not sure,
Man,
bro.
nah, I'm not going to lie. I reckon bar led Rooney.
I don't think he's one player of the
He
year.
was very good.
He's won it once.
But like I said, Henry, the guy that was second best in the league was nowhere near him. Like put him on the broski, because I know we're talking about.
You think the second best player in the league was nowhere near Henry?
Nowhere near.
So you think Patrick Vieira was nowhere near Thierry Henry? I've watched
Fact.
Arsenal. Nah,
He wasn't.
man.
I'll be honest, every time Rooney was the best player, he weren't for long.
It was once.
Yeah, he weren't
just
for
saw that it
long,
was
bro.
once. He was the best player in the
Someone
league
snatched
once.
his chain and he didn't get it back.
I can argue.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Henry-
Guess what? I'm gonna take it out. So I'm gonna get Hyder so annoyed right now. I can name 3 players that are better players in the Prem than Wayne Rooney right now.
I'm gonna see if I agree with
Yeah?
you. Let's go.
Mo Salah,
Yep.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
I'll just do 2. I'll just do 2 of them.
And Kevin De Bruyne is at
2
Napoli.
names, that's 2 names.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in the history of the Prem,
Okay, those 2
I
players.
think those 2
The
have been
highest
better
assist
than
and
Rooney.
the highest scoring wide player.
All right, what do you think at home? They've tried to prove
Actually,
me wrong.
Nah, take it back.
He's
just
taking
Salah,
it.
just Salah.
Just Salah. All right, no, we're just down to one player. What do you think at home, crowd? I say Wayne Rooney. These lots say Thierry Henry. Who do you think is the best player? Have they proven me wrong? Yes, it's tattooed on my arm. It is Thierry Henry all day. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to try and help Hyder. One love to everybody. Extra filthy always.